Welcome back everybody, MC here with another video, and today I want to show you guys how to not die to wyverns in Terraria. Wyverns have to be one of the most iconic enemies in Terraria, and sometimes for the wrong reasons. They can be the biggest pain in the ass when you're in the middle of a boss fight, or if you're just trying to make a hell bridge, or you're just trying to farm something in the sky, and all of a sudden a giant wyvern comes and gets you and kills you in one shot. And that's because they do a shite ton of damage, and also because they're super fast and they don't leave you alone. If you try and teleport back to base, they'll follow you unless your base is a very long way away from when you teleported. So they're very aggressive, and they actually are more aggressive than a lot of bosses in the game too, which I find very interesting. Now, I'm going to show you two techniques, and one is with a mount and one is without a mount, and I've already started doing it here so you can kind of see, but I am going to explain what I'm doing here as well. You can do this with any of the horizontal mounts, to be honest. You can do this with the unicorn, you can do this with the goat that I'm using, you can use it with the tree that you get from the pumpkin moon. Like, any mount that is able to run quickly horizontally is going to be able to do the one that I'm showing you now. And then I want to show you without a mount. So I'll show you the one without a mount first, or just explain what I'm doing. I like to call this skipping rope. So you are literally using the wyvern as a skipping rope, and every time he dives down towards you, you jump and you stay in the middle of his body. If you have rocket boots, you can use rocket boots. If you have wings, you can use wings. You just have to kind of float in the middle of his body, and you're literally just playing skipping rope. And this is probably one of the most effective ways to kill him if you don't have a horizontal mount, or if you're kind of newer to the game. Because if you're newer to the game, you probably won't have as long of a sky bridge as I do. My sky bridges are quite long, and this is master mode as well, so these things have a bit more health, they're a bit more dangerous, and of course you will probably be fighting these in normal mode or expert mode, depending on what your experience with Terraria is. But if you keep using him as a skipping rope, you just jump in between his body, and then you eventually kill him. He won't be able to hit you. And now I'm just going to show you again how to do this. So you pretty much want to go full speed in one direction. You can kind of stop a little bit and allow him to catch up if you like. And you can use melee weapons, you can use summons. It doesn't have to be ranged only. As long as you're kind of around just in front of his face, he won't be able to catch you. And if he does decide to go up above you a little bit, then you can take an opportunity to turn around and go underneath his body. So don't be afraid of the wyverns as long as you're able to run in a straight line. And when you need to turn around, jump up, which baits the wyvern into jumping up as well, or to aiming upwards. And when it does that, you go underneath him. I'm using the Brain of Cthulhu drop, the Brain of Confusion, which allows me to take no damage for some hits in Terraria. So you can use the Brain of Confusion if you want, and when the wyvern does hit you, you will dodge the first of his attacks. And since they do so much damage, that is the difference between dying in the game and winning the fight. So as you can see here, we're just taking this is a great way to farm these. Actually, we're just taking him from side to side. They have 12,000 health, so that's a lot of health, and we're just shooting it constantly. And we're using the assault rifle here. You of course can use other weapons, but the clockwork assault rifle is probably one of the best ways to farm these guys, because you can use the endless musket pouch and you never run out of ammo. And a lot of people think that the wyvern is a reference to Haku from Studio Ghibli. Some people think it's from Neverending Story. What do you guys think? Which one is this wyvern a reference of? And I think the community is pretty 50-50 on which one the reference is. And in general, just let me know what you think of today's video. Let me know if you need any help understanding any of the stuff that I showed you today. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in the next video. Once again, if you have any questions, let me know. And apart from that, best of luck with the wyverns. Ta-ta!